it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away.
And we are underway from Kansas City. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. A big play there on the first play of the game. 54 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
19 type.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Into a sea of defenders, unintercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Play action. It's Locke.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Here's Locke. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That's a first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Locke.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the great one, Dwight Reeves. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the... Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And a throw in here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to be caught by Moss. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
But we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
But he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season average. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. He'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On first and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On the defensive side, tackled by John Randall.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage. And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Throwing on third down, Luck. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Luck. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get get some yardage and make it third and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Well, he is going to have the Falcons first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. He is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with their 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Calvin Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Calvin Johnson, 79 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Tucker with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time we talk about balance is run, perhaps almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk about offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
They imposed their will on that last drive. Aaron Donald in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now they'll change things up. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jackson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. And now the ball comes loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery on Giants touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half. More than a minute. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Ready, get!
Now back to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. One more time with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Defensively, it was none other than Mean Joe Green making the tackle. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
18, 5 in.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short little throw taken in by Reed. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll leave them with a third and just a yard. Up the middle they go with a big back Jackson. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Back to 60, back to 60. 1, 17.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down again. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. We've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hall want to give up the middle. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
He can't get him down. There he goes, left side. Well, he's going to be out of bounds here, all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for the Giants. 31 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll go again with Hall. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make it.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. One picked off by his former Stanford teammate, Richard Sherman. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's taken down and able to slip across the 35.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. The throw over the middle, taken in. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. 2nd and 5. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Still going inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2nd and 12, and you have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to go down one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete as well. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer. You go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
A touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
This is 1st and 10.
Now it's Locke.
Into space at the 45. Down the sideline he goes. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
Don't look at him. You get the football in his hands. Just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but checked down, turned into 1st down and then some.
Luck now to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
You have to expect in this situation that the defense is going to be playing the perimeter. They don't want any easy passes out there where someone can grab it and step out of bounds. So that was excellent work there to force the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Well, they were able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play.
Here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hall.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. They'll look to run with Hall.
And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds of this ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos. Street.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And the Giants are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.